Okay, anyway, now that we've gotten that taken care of, one of the things we can do now is we can go on a Rainbow World searching expedition while mining what we can along the way. Now, we'll be kind of going in a pattern, going around like this. Now, one of the things we can do while doing that is run into people along the way. I don't know, I may not talk to them or solve their problems or whatever, but I might run into them, and I definitely want to try to run into the Ur-Quan and the Ur-Quan to get that special option out of them, and basically look through some of their other options. I'll mostly try to just run away because I don't really feel like fighting them, although I might. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, obviously, is no. We want to use portal spawner. We basically want to go back over to where the Arlu space is. So over here. And if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm a little sick right now. So we'll basically just be picking up stuff along the way. So now we're back over here. Now the first thing we want to go to. Now, if you remember earlier, we got the Rainbow World at Beta Pegasus, and mined a couple other planets. So now we want to go to is Epsilon Draconus, which is this one. Now the Draconus system actually has some stuff in it, but I don't want to do it right now because, well, we figured out why. We were given a clue of something that's over here. But I don't know. I guess I just don't feel that it's relevant to the plot yet. I mean, it is, but one thing at a time. Actually, I should probably break this up. So yeah, I'll cut out the rest of the trip. All right, we're back at Epsilon Draconus. Now, from now on, I'm probably not gonna bother mining any planets unless they're actually like purple stuff, just to save time. Although I might, depending on what we actually get. And not with what it has. As you can see, there's a Rainbow World. I pretty much said that that's what we were going after anyway, so. There is a planet, I think it's planet 3? That has a moon on it, or I don't know if it's a moon. Let's check. I'm not going to land on it, though. That has some stuff on it. Maybe it's planet 4. I know this one is, like, weird. This one is... Yeah, this is the one with one alien on it. Obviously, it's not worth landing there. Because, for the most part, we're probably just going to be using the Melner May for our fuel and stuff after we get all the Rainbow Worlds, because we'll have more than enough money for that. Although I might try to... Yeah, that's not worth landing on. I might try to get some extra stuff, maybe in a bonus video or something, to basically show all the different kinds of... Well, no, this is pretty harmless. Sure, why not? To basically show all the different stuff you can talk to them about. They got a lot of weird stuff to talk about, and they'll give us clues on things that we're not supposed to know. As you can see, my lander shield helps out a lot when fighting the more aggressive aliens. Or just the more inconvenient ones. And basically what you can do is just fly in a straight line, and then turn around, and they'll be coming at you. And you can actually just, like, fly through them. And it won't hurt you. You have to be standing in the spot for a little while for it to actually hurt you, like that. Because they hit me, like, twice, it hurt. But just flying through them when it's just one of them won't hurt you. Very useful later when you have to actually fight a very aggressive alien, so it's good practice. And with the speed booster, you can basically just literally fly circles around them if you really wanted to. Or you can screw it up like I just did. Anyway, yeah. And if it's, if it's a planet like this that doesn't have any other factors on there, I'll probably land. Because, why not? There we go. Nothing else is trying to get me. It just cost me a bit of fuel. And with the double size storage bins, I don't really have any problems carrying the rest of the stuff, yeah. And it'll give us a little extra leeway with the Melnor, so. And do I want to bother with the rest of the gold? I might as well since I'm here. Since I've already bothered to land. But really, getting money at this point is not really important. We will need a ton of money to upgrade our ship. Well, not a ton. Some money to upgrade our ship. But along the way, I'll probably... And I'm not going to bother with that. Whatever. That's pretty much the only planet I'm going to bother with. Okay. So now, we are going to go to... what's it called? Falun here. And there is I believe it's a ruby planet that we're going to go to. We're going to go to here. So I'll cut out the travel time. Bienvenido a Falun. So now we're going to go to this pretty red world. I believe it's completely harmless, and that it's a ruby world. Yes, this is the case. Yep. No problems here. Now, I'm basically using a list. I've played the game pretty much all the way through, like 5 or 6 times. So I know how basically things are. But before, when I was playing it, I didn't really care about being efficient about it. Right now I'm using a list that I found on GameFAQs to get this done in basically a more efficient time frame. Usually when I do it, I just go to them as I'm doing other stuff. But I figured, since I'm going to be doing a little bit of shenanigans with the Ur-Quan to show their dialogue options, I might as well just, fly around and get a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to cut and paste a lot of videos together for while I'm sick. So, that's pretty much what we're doing here. I don't remember there being any other planets of note here. So, if there are, I don't remember. So, next place we're wanting to go is inside Ur-Quan space at Epsilon Loton. So what we're going to want to do is I'm going to save the game here because what we want to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to mess with the Ur-Quan. Like I'm going to go into them and basically I'm going to save at a good spot, not a spot right next to the Ur-Quan. And I'm going to reload because I don't want to have to fight a bazillion of them and get caught in a huge mess of them and potentially die. But that might be some kind of epic battle. But I might do that later. See how many Ur-Quan ships I can kill with just FWIFO. But that's not really what I want to be doing. So I'll probably stop here and then basically talk to the Ur-Quan after leaving the planet to show what they say. And specifically that special option that the Falun gave us. You can actually get it from, I believe, the Melnor as well. I'll be back when I get a chance to do that. Why? And this is why you don't want to mess with them like that. You see that? You see how many ships there are behind me? Yeah. Okay. So we're at Epsilon. I believe we're going after World 1. Oh, that's an actual room? Okay, I forgot about that. There's no reason not to land on it. Sure. Obviously we're not going to grab those garbage minerals. There we go. Is that a radioactive or a red? That's... sure. Whatevs. That's fine. If they're red, I don't want to pick them up, but it's really hard to tell the difference when they're small. Yeah, okay. They're radioactive. Yep. Okay. Radioactives being worth 8, it is worth picking them up. And since I'm going to land again, I might as well not risk losing a couple on that. Although, because I knew I was going to make 3, I shouldn't have picked up that 10. It's probably like 15. So now we got a bit more stuff. Okay, now I'm definitely saving it here because we're gonna go talk to the Ur-Quan. I'll probably just show me saving and loading it. We'll see if we can talk to both types of squiddlies and yeah, see if we can get what we need done. Right, an easy way to do it is just to like spawn the star map just to get the hell out of there. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go talk to them. Hellos. Oh, psh. Stupid. You die. I should have known it was a Slylander because it was bearing down on me. Alright. Come on, Slobies. There you go. See how they're swirling around me? That means when I pop out of this guy, it'll be... Okay, so let's talk to the Korra.
We are the Ur-Quan Korra. Your presence here is premature. We fight the Khazar for supremacy of doctrine and possession of the Samatra. When the battle is won, our task is simple. We cleanse. You are the filth.
Well, I guess since I'm the filth, we can actually say all these things, and they actually say different stuff to us. I guess the best way to do it would just be to talk to, just to say everything else, and then do this. So let's do this one.
Over 5,000 races have made such a claim. We survived. They did not. Nor shall you.
Well, this guy's never met Fwifo. And he was giving me some sass, so... I don't know if this is supposed to be like their secret weakness or something, but yeah, the Korra are not that hard. Although you do have a limited opportunity of getting spathy ships. I think you're basically supposed to get Fwifo, but they probably expect you to him to die. So, whoops. Getting cocky here. Whoa. This requires too much concentration for a Let's Play. It's hard to make banter. You die. Ur-Quans. It's getting close. Ooh! Oh god. Run, Whiffo! Well, like I said, that's basically a reload anyway, so... You know what? I'm not gonna bother reloading right now. I'm just gonna talk to them.
We are the Ur-Quan Core.
Yeah. We're the filth. I think he says the same thing if we say that, so... And I think we told him it was creepy. So let's get this.
In the 20,000 years of our mission, we have heard more pleas for mercy than you can possibly imagine. Civilizations which saw their doom before them called upon their geniuses to calm us, to no avail.
Korra are kind of jerks. This is run with the main ship. Zoom. Oh, normal Ur-Quan. Okay.
Human, you have ignored our commands, and now you will be punished.
You didn't answer my question. What's your problem?
You have intruded upon the battleground of our doctrinal conflict with the Korra. This is not tolerable. We must maintain our concentration on this war. We must win. Should we lose, the consequences to you and all of us sentient life in this part of the galaxy would be very grave. Since you have refused to depart willingly, it appears that we must eliminate you ourselves.
I kind of agree with them. We don't want the Korra to win. I'm just reloading it anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, the Xerxa aren't all that.
We are the Ur-Quan Core. Our nature, the fulfillment of our fate, requires your destruction.
They're not so bad. As we remember from pretty much everyone we've talked to, they're kind of ruthless, but they're like, they have a reason for doing things, and we're gonna find that reason out pretty soon. If you let us go, we'll tell you a big secret. I like what they say when they do this one, so I'm going to show this one.
Before we destroy other thinking beings, we share with them this comforting fact. This life of yours, which shall end immediately following this statement, is but one of the many lives you will live. Perhaps, in your next incarnation, you will be born an Ur-Quan.
Seems rather nice of him to hope that for us. He's not so bad of a genocidal maniac alien squid. No, seriously, he is. He wants to murder everyone. And you can see that they're actually spawning. So you don't really want to get caught in something like this, which is why I'm just going to reload. Once I'm done talking to them.
We are the Ur-Quan Core. Our nature, the fulfilled choir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, pretty much this is our only real option.
The words. The words. The words. Alien, you have spoken the words. You have spoken them rightly. We will explain to you about the Dinyari, our slave masters, the Taelo, our only friends, whom we exterminated, and our reasons why we cleansed the galaxy of all other sentient life. We have explained this before, over 20,000 years ago. Your words, why do you do this thing, echo that ancient plea. You see, alien, we were a proud and mighty race, who were cruelly enslaved. For thousands of years we had no free will. We were nothing more than tools. Never again will anyone enslave our people. We cleanse the galaxy of such threats.
Oops. Yeah. Now we can get these options so we can talk to them. Let's tell us about yourselves.
We evolved on a hostile world, the descendants of solitary hunters. In a world where one species is the dominant killer, one's only threat is one's brother, one's sister, anyone of one's species. Civilization did not come easily to us. We earned it. We mastered our hatreds and murderous desires to form a mighty culture. In those ancient days, there was no Kor-Ah or Kazerza, only the Ur-Quan. We explored our world, and then the space beyond. Here we met the 6 races of the sentient milieu. Here we met the Taelo, the only species we ever called friend. Our association with the Taelo and the milieu lasted for 3,000 years. We, the Ur-Quan, who could not tolerate the presence of others, became the milieu's scouts, their solitary explorers.
Okay, well, we're the Taelo.
Of all the species we have met, only the Taelo did not trigger our instinctive territoriality. They were the only people we could stand with, or talk to, without the hunter inside us screaming, "Kill the interloper, rip out its life." We believe that the same factors that made the Taelo non-threatening to us, their unusual rock-like biology, also gave the Taelo natural immunity to the Dinyari's psychic compulsion. The Dinyari would not permit this. After they had conquered all 6 of the other races in the milieu, they commanded us to attack the Taelo, and we did. The Taelo would not fight back. They died.
That will come into play later. Let's ask you about the Dinyari.
It was on a routine planetfall that one of our milieu scout ships first met the Dinyari, the creatures you know as our talking pets. But the Dinyari were different then. They were evilly intelligent and wielded psychic powers to control the minds of others. They wanted to rule the universe. We had no choice but to give it to them. Our Ur-Quan scout ships transported the Dinyari through the milieu. The war for dominance, such as it was quick and bloodless. Within weeks, the Dinyari controlled all races but one, the Taelo.
If you remember, the Arilu said that they had given a talking pet from that dreadnought that we got the portal spawner thingy from to the Unga, so maybe we should talk to them about that, because that might give us a clue.
For thousands of years, we were unthinking slaves to the Dinyari. Like the 5 other surviving races of the old milieu, we had no choice. The Dinyari's compulsion was too strong to resist. But the Dinyari were not satisfied with their slave races. The Yuli and the Drawl were inferior, they decided, and so they instructed us to incinerate their worlds, and we did. The Dinyari had a special liking for us, Ur-Quan, so they began to tinker with our genes, to improve us, their favored slaves. Their efforts to split the Ur-Quan into two sub-races, the Green Ur-Quan, Effet scientists and bureaucrats, and the Black Ur-Quan, their effectuators, the builders, the fighters, the doers. The Kor-Ah are the Black Ur-Quan, the Khazar are the Green. I grow tired of talking, alien, and your time grows short. I will continue for but a moment longer. When we discovered that intense pain could block the Jinyari's mental powers, we were able to destroy them, but it took years. Can you imagine, alien, what it must have been like to wear an excruciator? To live in endless screaming pain for months on end? No, you cannot.
Well, I believe the other Ur-Quan tell us in more detail about them breaking free, but they basically say the same thing, although they don't call themselves Effet scientists and builders. They give us a bit more detail on that, so I'll try to find them. They're not going to let us go.
No, it is not. There is more you must hear. When the war was over, the great Kor-Ah rose from our ranks and declared the path of now and forever. We would cleanse the galaxy. No one would ever threaten the Ur-Quan this way again. We had cleansed one of the 3 remaining Milieu races, and were in orbit around a second's home world. From the surface came a plea, identical to the words you spoke a few moments ago. The one-eyed creatures, the male Gnome, asked so simply, so clearly, that we felt compelled to explain. While we did so, the Xerxar appeared. They would not permit us to destroy, they said. Enslaved, yes. Imprison, yes. But never destroy. The moment was tense. Someone opened fire. The first doctrinal war had begun. While we fought, the male Gnome escaped. We never found them again. When our battle was done, we, the Kor-Ah, were defeated. However, the Xerxar let us go. We were exiled. We traveled through space. We built the strength of our battle fleets, and continued our plan to cleanse threats from the galaxy for all Ur-Quan. You have heard our words, and perhaps you understand us a bit better. But now, it is time for us to cleanse you.
So yeah, basically that's why they're such jerks. They're terrified of being enslaved by something. Okay, so, fuck. Okay, well, I'm getting caught into this cycle. Unless this is your actual Ur-Quan, I'm just gonna get to a better spot and go. Go! There we go.
Your insubordination is intolerable. You must obey our slave laws. Further disobedience will result in punitive measures against your home world.
I think you're too busy there, bud. Let's ask this question of them.
You have spoken words, and you have spoken them rightly. We will tell you our reasons why we enslave all other sentient life. We evolved on a hostile world, the descendants of solitary hunters. In those ancient days, there was no Korah or Khazar, only the Ur-Quan. We explored our world, and then the space beyond. Here we met the 6 races of the sentient you, which we joined as partners. It was on a routine planetfall that one of our million scout ships first met the Dinyari. They were evilly intelligent creatures who could control the minds of others. They wanted to rule the universe. We had no choice but to give it to them. For thousands of years, we were unthinking slaves to the Dinyari. The Dinyari had a special liking for us Ur-Quan, so they began to tinker with our genes. They built 2 Ur-Quan sub-races, one green, the thinkers and planners, the other black, the warriors and laborers. When the martyr genius Kazerza gave us the secret to defeating the Dinyari, we destroyed them. Then we decided that we would never again be slaves. We would follow the path of now and forever. We decided to enslave or imprison all other intelligent life in the galaxy. We had slaves shielded one world when we learned that the Black Ur-Quan, under a new leader, Korra, had devised the eternal doctrine, which called for the cleansing, the annihilation of all non-Ur-Quan sentient life. Before we could stop them, they burned the Yoktar race's home world, and were on their way to the planet of the last remaining free race. We met the Korra in orbit above that planet. We confronted them. They would not submit. We fought. When our battle was done, the Korra were defeated. We exiled them, sent the remnant of the Korra fleet into the unknown reaches of the galaxy. Then we began our own migration, moving around the galaxy in the opposite direction of the Korra. Captain, you have heard our words. Now you have a decision to make. Submit to us, the Ur-Quan Kazemza, or face our wrath.
We could say, okay, I guess I surrender, and we lose. Or we can try any of the other options. Since I'm going to reload the game, I'll just do this.
We will not kill your entire crew. Only those responsible for decision-making. Specifically, you, Captain, and your officers. Your wise decision has spared many of your crew the pain of death. However, as the commanding officer of your renegade vessel, you will bear the full extent of the divine punishment, which is death.
Game over. Okay, so